In the 80s and 90s, we were told that eating too much fat will cause weight gain and a range of chronic diseases. Over the last decade, research has definitively shown that that's not true, and that low-fat diets are actually a very good way to gain weight. So the advocates of these diets have said, well, all right, maybe you can lose weight on low-carb diets, but you'll be a good-looking corpse. You'll have high chronic disease risk factors, and you'll get heart attack, diabetes, and stroke, even if you're not heavy. So that was the purpose of two major studies that were done over the last 10 years. One was called Look Ahead, that used a low-fat diet for a number of years with people who have type 2 diabetes and thus are at high risk for getting heart disease. The statisticians discovered, long before the study was supposed to be ended, that there was not even a hint of a benefit of the low-fat diet, that to continue that study would be unethical because there was no prospect that the study would ever show a benefit. Curiously, at about the same time, a second study was done called the Pyramid study. This was conducted in Spain with people who were at risk for heart disease, and that was not a low-fat diet, it was a high-fat diet. They gave people large amounts of olive oil or nuts, intending to increase fat intake to 40% or more. That study also ended early, but for the opposite reason. Heart disease risk factors dropped so much in the high-fat groups that it would have been unethical to the low-fat group to keep them on that diet. So these two studies should really put the final nails in the coffin of the low-fat diet.